Hi and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Lauren Nelson.
And I'm Dean O'Lally. Today we're coming to you from the Jasmine Moran Children's Museum in Seminole.
What a great place this is, and if you've got kids or grandkids, this is a place that you need to check out. Located on West Wrangler Boulevard in Seminole, this is a must-visit spot for every child in Oklahoma. 6 different fun, colorful, and interactive exhibits make up the museum. We'll show you around throughout the show. But first, a trip to another museum, this time a well-known one in Tulsa.
Jason Grubb shows us the Halpern exhibit at the Gilcrease in Tulsa.
I'm here with my family, and every month we choose to do a different family location trip in the state of Oklahoma.
This is Stacy Morton's first time to visit the Gilcrease Museum. On exhibit, the work of David Halpern. Stacy says some of his images look very familiar.
In a lot of these photographs, my family and I have traveled to the locations, so it's pretty interesting to visit them and then see that place come to life on the wall as a bit of a full circle.
This exhibit opened in the fall of 2016. It's been such a success, curators keep extending the date and adding more pictures. They've done that twice now.
We started with about 28 works. We're now up to 44.
Halpern's a native Oklahoman, from Tulsa in fact.
He has worked at now 13 national park sites and monuments as an artist in residence. And what we've done here is take advantage of his career, and in many ways this is a retrospective, at least of the area that these photographs represent.
Those areas are 6 southwestern states, Oklahoma of course, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, and Colorado.
Each of the photographs has 50 to 100 or so words describing David's inspiration for the shot, his challenges with creating the shot. There is one of the Grand Canyon of the Gunnison up in Colorado where he's literally hanging off the edge of a cliff to get the photograph, the image that he wanted.
And this is one of those write-ups. David writes, "The ancient Wichita Mountains of southwestern Oklahoma were my favorite haunt for almost 3 decades. He's been going out there since the early 70s.
To have that kind of firsthand experience with David as you're looking at the image is really special. For many Oklahomans, one of the most dramatic landscapes we have in the state is the Wichita Mountains. And several of these works have the Wichitas, which was one of David's favorite haunts, as he might say.
There are 2 beautiful large color prints highlighting that part of our state. This one is Sunset at Mount Scott,
which in this space of the museum changes as the light throughout the day changes.
From the southwest corner of Oklahoma to the northeast. These 2 photos are an example of the diverse terrain.
The Wichita Mountains looks like a very natural, untouched landscape, where this Bartlesville scene, and the title is Bales of Hay, shows these massive bales of hay just been cut, waiting to be taken from the field. It shows a built environment, man's impact on the landscape.
The idea of using a place as inspiration. It's moved Stacy to see even more for herself.
It would be fun to try to find that place and recreate that picture and that image and see how it feels being on the other side, to see the photograph first and then actually visit the place in person.
At the Gilcrease Museum in Tulsa, I'm Jason Grubbs for Discover Oklahoma.
If you're ready to plan your trip to Tulsa, you need a copy of the Tulsa Guide. Inside, you'll find all sorts of ideas on places to eat, shop, and stay. Head to our website, travelok.com, to order your free copy today.
All right, now we're going to go from Tulsa, take I-44 all the way down to Lawton.
That's right. My hometown has a great place if you're looking to get a little me time and relax. Let's check out the Rose Rock Spa. The Rose Rock Spa is a tranquil place to come and relax and disconnect from the busyness of life.
The Rose Rock, well, it's a state rock, so a lot of people, it's funny how many people don't know that. But I love the Rose Rock itself. I feel that it's a good description of who we are as people. It's beautiful, yet imperfect. And I felt like, what a perfect name for what we do. We take people and they may be feeling imperfect, but by the time they leave, they feel a sense of perfection in a way.
Husband and wife team Edmond and Joyce Miranda opened Rose Rock after being in the beauty business for years.
So we definitely wanted a place where people can completely let go of whatever they're dealing with that day. So that's how the Rose Rock was born.
The historic building where the Rose Rock Spa is located has quite a history in Lawton.
Ray Keegan, back in 1901, moved to Lawton, and he established the Keegan Hotel, and he built this beautiful house in the 40s. The McMahon Foundation purchased it for him and donated it to the Red Cross building.
The Red Cross was here for many years, so they help take care of people, and so are we, but just in a different way.
From the first step inside the Welcome Center, it truly is like you've stepped out of business as usual and into a world of tranquility and rest.
And I feel that there's a transition from coming in through the Welcome Center, going down the stairs. It's just, you completely, it's almost, it's a way to disconnect. So going through the stairs is almost like you're disconnecting from reality and into our world.
Choose from an array of spa treatments to help you relax from head to toe.
So we have facials, we have massages, we have the manicures, the pedicures, and then we have what we're calling our retreats.
The retreats are the Rose Rock specialty.
So all of our retreats have an Oklahoma name to it. So we have the Bison Retreat, which has been designed for men. We have the Redbud Retreat, the Zizzertail Retreat, the Rose Rock Couples Retreat.
The Honeybee Retreat.
The Honeybee Retreat.
The Rose Rock Spa has a couple of unique things that not many spas offer, including the Halo treatment room.
We have Himalayan salt on the ground, which is good for absorption through the body. We go in there barefoot or socks, and you sit in a nice lounge chair, relax, and we have pharmaceutical grade salt circulate through the room.
The Halo room helps folks who suffer from allergy and sinus issues, while the infrared sauna can give some relief to people with joint and muscle pain.
The infrared sauna does have a chromotherapy light. It is to mimic what the sun does for us. The infrared is different from the hot rock sauna. It heats you from the inside out. So anybody who's having any type of joint pain, muscle pain, arthritis, it will get to you deep inside of those joints.
If you're looking for relaxation and a place to unwind, make the trip to Lawton and schedule your stop at the Rose Rock Spa.
It's important to disconnect just so you can have some thought, some self-thought.
The Rose Rock Spa is located at 401 West Gore in Lawton. They're open 6 days a week, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day, but Sunday when they're open 10 to 4. They're closed on Mondays.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma,
Food is medicine.
we take a break from the chicken fried steak and check out one of the healthiest eating options in central Oklahoma.
The biggest thing is it's a challenge. It's not just physical, it's mental.
And find out where you can get a workout for your body and your mind.
We come at least maybe 3 times a week. We drive from Tuttle, Oklahoma.
And don't worry, we haven't gone full on healthy on you. We still have a delicious dinner that's worth the drive a little bit later right here on Discover Oklahoma. The Oklahoma Department of Agritourism salutes the Wildlife Heritage Center in Antlers, a fantastic wildlife and nature center. Check out the new DiscoverOklahomaTV.com. See stories you might have missed, catch up on entire episodes, or send us an idea for the next place we should visit. Do it all at DiscoverOklahomaTV.com.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma. We're exploring all the sights and sounds of the Jasmine Moran Children's Museum in Seminole. And there's lots of fun to be had at this great family location.
Absolutely, and it's fun plus fitness, which are bringing people into our next location, which is in Edmond. Shelley Mills is going to take us to Phamily Fun and Fitness.
American Ninja Warrior has been a huge success, but now there's a place right here in Oklahoma where you can train to be a ninja or just come for a little fun.
This has been the greatest challenge to me.
When Dominic Pham opened this gym a year and a half ago, he had no idea just how popular it would be. Pham had tried out for American Ninja Warrior. While he didn't make the show, his passion for the sport inspired him to open this gym and share his love of ninjaing with others in Oklahoma.
It's a fun environment. Everybody learns through so many of these obstacles.
I've seen myself get stronger, and I've trusted myself a lot more.
13-year-old Rebecca Disney has been a student here for about 6 months. She admits she was nervous at first.
It was a little hard. I couldn't get up the warp wall, but after a couple weeks I could get up it in like 5 seconds.
The biggest thing is it's a challenge. It's not just physical, it's mental. You'll have to know when you can speed up, when you can slow down. You have to think about each movement. It's like a game of chess.
The gym is open on Friday and Saturday for anyone to come and give it a try. They also offer classes during the week. While some of these students are just here for fun, others, like Matt Trammell, are hoping the lessons they learn can help them to someday make it on the popular NBC show.
I've always been a climber and a lifter, so I've always thought, okay, I might have the body strength to do it.
Trammell is working hard and hopes to try out for American Ninja Warrior later this year. Pham says people ages 4 to 59 have come here to test their skills, gain strength, and balance. He says learning those skills along with how to land when they fall can be especially helpful to younger kids who spend a lot of time on the playground.
You learn how to just be in the air and be comfortable.
Parents agree the time their kids spend here is helping them.
It's been great for him. Not only has he improved as far as his energy level and his strength, but also he has a lot more confidence in himself.
If you're a little nervous, you're not alone. Trammell says most people are. However, he encourages anyone with a love for the show to give it a try.
Bring someone with you to encourage you and just face your fears and have a good time.
Shelley Mills, Discover Oklahoma.
Phamily Fun and Fitness is located at 404 Wimbledon Road in Edmond. They're open in the late afternoons when the kids are out of school from 3 to 8 p.m. during the week, and on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And of course, when you work up a sweat, maybe it's time to partake of a healthy meal.
And I've got a great place just for that. It's in the heart of Oklahoma City. Angela Buckaloo takes us to Provision Kitchen.
Provision Kitchen Restaurant in Nichols Hills makes eating healthy easy. The owner, Whitney McClendon, does all the work for you.
Food is medicine, 100%.
Whitney knows the science to maximize the nutritional content to enable food to be medicine. Her background is in epidemiology, and she was the director of the Human Genome Center, focusing on cancer research and nutrition. She knows which spices and seasonings to use, how, and why. Take, for example, turmeric.
You know, a turmeric smoothie or anything, you should always just sprinkle a little bit of black pepper in there. You can't taste it at all, and then it's completely bioavailable and you'll absorb all that anti-cancer benefits.
Food that empowers the body. That's the focus of the food served at Provision Kitchen.
I think anytime you're putting good, clean food in your body, you may not notice the difference, but it's making a difference.
Every ingredient meets some pretty high standards at Provision Kitchen and is sourced locally if available. All chicken is organically fed, pasture-raised. All beef is grass-fed. The seafood, wild-caught. Everything is non-GMO. 75% of the fruits and vegetables is organic.
The only time we don't source organically is when there's not much of a health benefit to the customer. And so we know that we don't want to pass that cost along to the customer.
The food changes with the season, so right now what's fresh in winter is on the menu. There's a hot bar.
The main thing is maintaining the nutrients in the winter greens.
The customer picks a base, protein, and sides, cafeteria style.
And then we have a soup option, and then we have at least 12 side options for them to choose from.
Get your meal to go. There's also a grab-and-go option with pre-packaged foods, or feel free to stay.
The carrots, they have a little bit of sweetness, spice. I like it, and it's fresh tasting and healthy. That's what we were looking for, first of all, when we came here.
It's lovely, like I'm enjoying it. It's not just like healthy food, it tastes good. It's satisfaction.
At any given time, about 50% of the food here comes from their very own certified organic Provision Kitchen farm right here in Oklahoma.
The Provision Kitchen farms are just 10 miles from the restaurant with seasonal vegetables, organic chicken, and eggs. It's truly farm to table.
We've had a lot of people that have come in 4 months and said, I've lost 30 pounds and I'm off all my medication. And are just shocked because they're eating, you know, hearty beef, and they're eating chicken, and they're eating collard greens and stuff like that. It's just prepared in a totally different manner.
As Whitney says, you shouldn't have to have 2 master's degrees to eat food that will help keep your body healthy. Luckily, you don't. Just eat at Provision Kitchen. In Oklahoma City, for Discover Oklahoma, I'm Angela Buckaloo.
Provision Kitchen is at 6443 Avondale Drive in Oklahoma City. They're open 7 days a week. Check their website for more information.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
I don't know if I was the first customer here, but I was one of them beating down the door when he was opening.
We're headed to a spot where guys like to shop.
2 large biscuits with scrambled eggs and ham and sausage and cheddar cheese and just loaded with country-style gravy.
And could it be one of the best breakfasts in Oklahoma? We'll show you where when Discover Oklahoma continues. Great travel tips anytime, like Discover Oklahoma on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma. Another look around the Jasmine Moran Children's Museum in Seminole. I'll be back here with my 2 little ones very soon. And after you let the kids have a little fun, most moms are ready for a shopping trip.
That's true. Julie Chen actually found a location that's in Claremore that you need to check out. It's a place where mom might be able to get in a little shopping, get this, for dad. It's called Haberdashery.
Manly stuff.
It's all men, definitely.
The haberdashery word means a place that sells men's clothing or goods. So we are in a place that sells men's clothing and goods in Claremore.
And oh man, from your first step into the haberdashery, it's clear this men's shop is special.
This is a little bit of a gentleman's store. You know, I think any guy would find something here that he would like. And even ladies that come in, there are a lot of people that ladies don't come in and shop for their husbands, boyfriends, brothers.
Haberdashery to me is a full service. It's not just you go in to buy clothes. We're here to serve and do whatever we need to make you happy.
And this store for guys with guy stuff has been serving happy customers since opening in November 2016.
I don't know if I was the first customer here, but I was one of them beating down the door when he was opening.
It's got everything you would need from outdoors type activities, athletic activities to casual dress, to even a little sharper than casual dress.
The store is well known for being well stocked and well staffed. You'll find more than 2,400 products here, with many hard to find brands.
You're going to find brand names like Patagonia, Saks, Mobby, Normal Brand, Southern Marsh.
The brands that he has fit my style pretty well. What I wear really just fits with what he sells here.
I shop here for my husband. I've bought him the Saks underwear. The Normal Brand is another one of my husband's favorites. He really likes that. It's always really soft.
There are dozens of made in Oklahoma products here too, from Helton custom knives to handcrafted pens to carved American flags.
We have Iron and Honor, which is 2 veterans basically that hand carve American flags. And I mean down to 50 stars, they hand carve every star on there, and they've got flags that are charred black to flags that are painted red, white, and blue to flags that have the thin blue line to support your local police department.
You'll find lots of locally made men's grooming products too.
Our soaps are kind of funny. We named them, my wife and I picked out the scents, and then we named them according to those scents. So Doc Holliday is tobacco and caramel. So it says tobacco, caramel, and a touch of huckleberry. And it's just based off the movie, The Joke, The Tombstone. True Grit is leather, pepper, and the tears of weaker men.
The Haberdashery has guys covered from head to toe. They even recently added a top-notch barber who does everything from haircuts to beard trims to straight razor shaves.
Charlie, the barber back there, gave me a nice little fade and trimmed my beard up for me.
I just had my first haircut with him, and it's really great.
He can do anything trendy, but he can do old-fashioned, old school. It would be best if they called to make an appointment because we have the best barber shop in town.
The Haberdashery, creating quite the buzz for its mix of big city fashion and small town charm.
It's warm, it makes you feel like home, and that's sort of like Claremore is.
Favorite place in the world.
In Claremore, I'm Julie Chin, Discovering Oklahoma.
You'll find Haberdashery at 407 West Will Rogers Boulevard in Claremore. They're open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 1 to 5 on Sunday.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
Home cooking. Home cooking. The stuff that you could get that your mama made.
Doesn't matter if it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, this destination is worth the drive. We'll take you there next, right here on Discover Oklahoma.
Tree-lined fairways, stunning terrain, unspoiled nature. Score amazing golf deals at Oklahoma State Parks. And stay for some cool weather adventure. Hike the trails amid spectacular scenery, cozy up around the fire, or play around in our unique courses. On weekdays, you can stay and play starting at just $69. You get one night of lodging, a round of golf, and a sleeve of balls. Visit travelok.com/stay-and-play and come see for yourself.
Set a course for excitement with your free Oklahoma Outdoor Guide. It's your all-in-one handbook for outdoor inspiration. Cabins, campsites, comfy lodges, breathtaking adventures, and so much more. Order yours at travelok.com.
We've had such a fun time here today at the Jasmine Moran Children's Museum here in Seminole, especially in the kids market.
Because we're surrounded by food, which means we're hungry, always. So we're going to head back to Oklahoma City. We're going to go to Jimmy's Roundup Cafe and Fried Pies. It's a legendary place, and it is great food.
If that door is swinging, I'm serving breakfast.
Jimmy's Roundup Cafe has it all. Let's begin with breakfast, which is served all day, every day. Now, they serve traditional breakfast items, but they're most popular with customers.
The biscuit debris, we're known real well for. Of course, you have the traditional bacon and sausage breakfast, but we sell more biscuit debris than anything else. 2 large biscuits with scrambled eggs and ham and sausage and cheddar cheese and just loaded with country-style gravy.
Yep, I could do that all day. Now, Jimmy's been here, though, 30 years.
Well, I would say the secret to my success is the longevity, again, with the cooks. I'm only successful with the people I put around me.
Jimmy does have an incredible staff, and each cook has a designated area of expertise. One makes the barbecue sauce, another does the prep for the chicken fried steak, one makes the catfish batter, one does those incredible dinner rolls, and so on.
We have 2 different bakers. One baker makes the dinner rolls, one baker makes the pie crust, one baker makes the cakes. So we try to, that way you have consistency.
Everything is good. The breakfast is really good. Ribs, chicken fried steak is really, really good. Meatloaf's really good. Chicken strips are really good. Hand-breaded chicken strips, really good. Probably one of the better things here. Hand-breaded. Everything's hand-breaded. Nothing's frozen.
And that ties right into Jimmy's philosophy. Everything has to be made from scratch.
We are what a cafe should be. Everything is made from scratch. Grilled mashed potatoes, hand-breaded chicken fried steak, catfish, chicken strips, roast beef for 12 hours, made from scratch chicken and dumplings, turkey and dressing, fried chicken every Sunday. And we are what a cafe used to be and what a cafe should be.
Home cooking. Home cooking. The stuff that you could get that your mama made.
What's your favorite thing?
I'd say the catfish. That's what I get usually. You get 4 or 6 pieces. They're tender, moist, so there's not a lot of breading and there's a lot of fish.
But the 3 most popular things by far are the catfish, the chicken fried steak, and the chicken fingers. And the catfish and the chicken fried steak are equal sellers. And then the chicken fried chicken strips will be right behind them. The pies, we have 6 different flavors. Our pie crust is made from scratch. The pie crust is so good, I taught my grandma how to make it. So that's real popular.
Jimmy also takes pride in the atmosphere at the restaurant. He loves mingling with the customers.
It's the made from scratch meals and the country cafe environment. And I like to think that my personality plays into that. People like to come and see me, and so I enjoy the interaction with the customers.
Jimmy is a very dynamic individual. The way he comes in to a room and greets the guest, it's really unique. I've never seen anything like it.
That cafe atmosphere is vital, but Jimmy also loves serving up delicious, from-scratch, home-cooked country meals. And he has customers driving in from all over the state and out of state to eat here on a regular basis. But I have to tell you, the food, those dinner rolls, the fried pies, the cinnamon rolls, everything is delicious.
We come at least maybe 3 times a week. We drive from Tuttle, Oklahoma. We have followed Jimmy. The food is delicious.
Well, if they're looking for good food, this is where they'll come.
It's good food at a fair price, and it's a good outing.
And no matter where your next road trip takes you, the Discover Oklahoma Dining Guide will help you find a great place to eat. Just log on to our website, travelok.com, and click Request Free Brochures to get your copy.
A huge thank you to the folks here at the Jasmine Moran Children's Museum for hosting us this week. If you're ready to plan your trip to Seminole, here's what you need to know. Jasmine Moran is open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 1 to 5 on Sundays. They're closed on Mondays. They also offer a 50% discount for families with an active or retired military member.
And coming up next Saturday on Discover Oklahoma, we're checking out another incredible Oklahoma museum. This time it's the planetarium at Science Museum, Oklahoma.
And talk about dinner worth the drive. Wait till you see the pizza they're serving at this Tulsa-owned hotspot. It's all coming up next Saturday night right here on Discover Oklahoma.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma.